Hi, YouTube Rando here. So we were out and about this weekend, passed by a garage sale. We went ahead and stopped. The lady that was having the garage sale had some really cool items, and everything was marked really cheap. I think she was just cleaning out her garage and shed and trying to get stuff out of the way, and just marked it as cheap as she could to get it out of there in one day. So we found some really cool stuff. My favorite item, probably the best one I bought, we'll show at the end of the video. It's actually in the back of a truck, so I got to go out there and show it. And I know this has nothing to do with preps, but I bought a blower, a Toro blower. I try to leave the price tags on everything so we can remember what we paid for it. It was $1. Works perfect. The attachment's not on it. It's the only thing that was wrong with it. But anytime I find one of these electric blowers, or a like the bounce house blowers that keep those blown up, these things move a lot of air, man, a lot of air. So if you're trying to move air from one building to another or something like that, and what I do with them is I use them to blow the warm air from our kerosene heaters in the shop into the office, because there's no heat inside the office. So that's probably what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to try to hang it from the ceiling with an extension cord coming out of it, and hook it up and try to see if I can move some air from the warm shop into my cold office. So for $1, it was worth it. It works. If nothing else, I have another electric blower. We always find a lot of fishing gear here, being right on the coast. This was $2. Another tackle box. This is probably the 4th one we showed on the finds videos, but I don't know, anytime I find one, I pick them up. They're usually, for these littler ones, they're like $10 at Walmart, $10 to $12, somewhere in there. So for $2, I wasn't going to pass it up. This, probably not my favorite, but it is probably the best item I found. Make sure I'm opening it right. And I want to say I gave $5 for this. I couldn't find the price tag on it, but it was right around $5. It was cheap. It's a universal gun cleaning kit, and it comes with everything. You can see it's been used before. They've used it, probably the shotgun and 30-06 brush, but the majority of it's still new, unused, so that's kind of cool. And it does a lot of different, sorry about that. Something's out there going in front of the driveway alarm. It's actually the garden alarm, but I don't have anything in my garden, so I ain't worried about it. Anyways, I thought this was kind of cool for as cheap as it was. Usually they're really small kits that you get, and they're anywhere from $10 to $20, and I paid about half that for this one, so I paid $5 for it, I want to say. Now this, I know what I paid for. It was $3. And it is a flare gun kit, which is kind of cool because they're pretty expensive if you go to Walmart. Like I said, I just priced them not that long ago, and it's not the highest quality. I can't find a way that it's supposed to lock into place. There's no locking mechanism, so I guess you just kind of hold it like this when you fire it off. I guess. I don't know. Anyone I've ever seen had a little button right here to release the barrel, and it clicks down in place. Like the Polish one's got a piece on the bottom of the trigger. It came with some flares. However, let's see if that'll pick that up. This one expired in June of '85, and the rest of them are like '88. Yeah, expired October of 1988, so I'm pretty sure the flares are no good. But it's a little 12 gauge launcher. I like these things, man. A lot easier to find these than the 26.5 millimeter flares, which are getting really hard to find. So I think I'm going to build a little kit out of it. I've been wanting to make a boat flare gun kit, so I think that we're going to make it out of this one instead of making out of that big heavy Polish flare gun I have. So I don't know. We'll be back. Alright, so this is definitely my favorite find this week. Not this so much as that, but this is a hard, Hops protective gun case. You can fit one good long rifle in there, and you can see I left the stickers on everything this time. I paid $5 for it. Not a bad price for a good gun case. She didn't have the keys for it. That's no big deal. It's just going to be used to, I think I'm going to put my 30-06 in there. And then this is my favorite find. That is one gigantic ass saw blade. What I'm going to do with it, we're going to, this old tool still is really good still. You can see it's a little pitted in places, but some of it's nice and flat, still good. So we're going to make some knives out of it. I want to make a big ass machete, curved machete, and incorporate these teeth into the back of it. Just make it look kind of cool, if nothing else. And then the middle of it, we'll make some small knives out of it. It's nice and thick. It's probably 1/4 inch. Something like that. I know it's heavy as hell. It took me and the other guy to load it. I had to roll it through the guy's yard to get it to the truck, and then me and him, it took both of us to lift it in there. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.